Ladies and gents, what's going on? Your man David Gamma here, final round 14 in Atlanta, repping SygacityGamers. I'm here with the one and only Jason Cole. How you doing, brother? How you feeling?
I'm doing real good, man. I'm doing real good. How's it going, brother?
It's pretty good, man. You know, it's a pleasure to have you here, in Atlanta. Legendary Street Fighter Turbo player, man. I mean, how do you feel, first of all, in general, about the tournament so far? This is the last day of the event. How was it for you?
Actually, final round is real good. This is actually the first final round I've been to. Larry, amazing organizer. He's been trying to get me out here for years, but something's always happened that didn't make me go. You know what I'm saying? But when I came here, it was ran smooth. The players are all into it, and it's what it's all about, man. It's like this community is almost like family to me. I've been doing so long, and so to be a part of final round has been good. It's been a good experience, man.
Yes, absolutely, man. And like I said, he's legendary. This guy has been around like forever. He's officially on OG status. Now, you didn't come just as a spectator, though. You still entered, the tournament. And, first of all, tell me what tournament that you entered and what was your results and how do you feel about that?
I'm always going to be a Street Fighter player. I came here for Super Turbo as well as Super Street Fighter 4. I'm glad that Capcom stepped out and finally started, taking a risk, and they did another miracle. Super Fighter 4 is the mainstream, and they brought the energy back into fighting games. They revitalized this scene the whole night. So I was in for SF4 and ST, HDR, a little different, but hey, it's still a different Street Fighter. So you know what? I got almost the top. I almost got out of my pools, but you know what? Atlanta really surprised a lot of people today, and I lost to an 8-on player. Ramen Addict. Solid 8-on player. Came down to the wire and stuff, but he clutched it, and you know what? I respect that. I respect good competition. I've been doing it for 20 years since World Warrior, and it'll be good to see Capcom get back into the mix and actually contribute into some of these tournaments, because back in the day, they were doing nationals. You know what I'm saying? And it's good that they're back in the scene and stuff, so I love this game. Marvel, I'm a spectator in that, I'm going to be honest,
Now, were you a Marvel 2 player?
Marvel, to me, that whole series, the whole Versus series is 18 to 25 and under. If you're not under that age, you can't play that game. It's just like ST. If you're not older than 30, you can't play ST.
The crazy part is that's not the first time I've heard that, though. A lot of the older guys have said the same thing. The reactions, it's more for the younger guys,
Different mindset. That's right. All those ADD kids, they love Marvel. They can be like, I can get all to the reactions, you know what I'm saying?
I can't even hate on that, though. He's just keeping it real. I've heard that before. Like you said that you're a fighting game enthusiast. You're a fighting game fan at heart. Now I want to ask, speaking of fighting games, Mortal Kombat 9 is soon to be released. What are your thoughts on that? Were you a Mortal Kombat fan? Or you like, whatever, or are you excited? How do you feel?
I'm gonna be real. Fighting games in general, to me, is like a martial art. Okay. I've been in this game for a long time, and I've seen people devote themselves to just studying a style, just like any martial arts. To me, this is a virtual martial art. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like MMA, mixed martial arts, this is a VMA, a virtual martial art. These kids are dedicating their lives.
You need to coin that phrase, or coin that term.
Yes, I do. And, that's why I have my league that I'm starting up called Dojo Sports.
Oh, yes. Please tell us more about that.
It's all about virtual martial arts. Okay. To me, every different type of fighting game is like a style of art. It's like Taekwondo or karate, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you are a study of Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or Virtual Fighter or Guilty Gear X, you know what I'm saying? And it's such a technical game. It's like playing chess. It's like speed chess in this situation. It's all mental. People need to realize that it's mental. You get your perfection down, you get your setups, and it's a battle of wits. Once everybody knows the same moves, it's all about the mind game. Exactly. And so that's what I'm actually trying to start with Dojo Sports, is I'm trying to bring it into a sports element where it's not about the individual anymore. It's about a team and their different styles and the way they play. It's this fighting dojo of Street Fighter versus, it's a West Coast style versus the East Coast style. These guys might be aggressive, but these guys are turtles. These guys might all play able, and and they're just dominant, and versus a diversified team, and that's where I see this scene going. It's growing, it's growing, and people need, especially our community, needs to respect that we are professional gamers, just like the FPS scene or the RTS scene. This is fighting game scene. We may be young in this scene, but it's elevated to such a mental magnitude that people love to watch. We have our professional gamers, and now we have our stream monsters out there loving their favorite players, getting mad just like a sport. You know what I'm saying? Like when the Raiders lose, I'm more worried about the Raider fans than I'm worried about the team, man.
There's a lot of salt this weekend.
A lot of salt. So just like, it's the same. Everybody watches the stream. Oh, what? Just Juan didn't win? What's going on around here? Oh, he didn't have a salty day. You know what I'm saying? Nah. He didn't practice enough. It's
same concept.
Same concept.
It's amazing that you brought that up, because one question that I've been asking all the gamers today, and even yesterday, is, what would you think about a fighting game league being introduced? And you pretty much kind of covered on the concept. In fact, you expanded a little bit more than, what I was thinking. I was thinking on the individual, and you said teams, which I think is excellent. Just like in NBA, NFL, MLB have games. So, again, what are your thoughts about that ever coming to fruition?
Man. You know what? I see the future because people forget that Magic the Gathering, a card game, made it to ESPN. And that people forgot about that. It was on ESPN for about a year strong.
Okay.
And then they went out because, whatever. Yeah. But same thing with Street Fighter. I see it on ESPN. When I see ESPN and I see the stats going on and all the results, you can replace that with people's names in Street Fighter. And it's just like that. I'm talking about pre-show media, just talking about stuff, talking about the players. It's not all about the top 8. Everybody knows the top 8, 10 people that always win the singles. What about, what about the little guy? What about the guy that's just playing online all day? What about him? That's why I did, that's why I started the 5v5 League, Dojo Sports. And to be honest, I got to give much respect to Team Atlanta, Team Georgia. They had above and beyond. They played the last semifinal match and against Team Empire Arcadia. Now, Empire Arcadia is a stacked team of players that people know.
Yes.
And the most popular. And Team Georgia came and put in the work and defeated them.
Shout out to Team Arcadia, but Team Georgia held it down for the A.
Team Georgia held it so down and proved out everything I was going for Dojo Sports, is that it's not about the individual. Even though Sanford Kelly, UMP Sanford, went 4-1, almost 5 straight, it didn't matter. It's all about the team.
Exactly.
The whole team got to be access. So in this day and age of fighting games, I'm all about just everybody. It's not about just the individual. Everybody's good. Everybody's studying their martial arts. Everybody has their style. It's not about just the guys that always win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this scene is growing. More companies are going into fighting games and putting their all into it. Like Mortal Kombat, you said, how do I feel about Mortal Kombat? To be honest, they're finally thinking outside the box on where they should be and thinking about, hey, we need to cater to this scene because we are one of the greatest American-based fighting games. They're actually the only American-based fighting game, which is Ed Boon. I know you know my face because I work with you.
Shout out to Ed Boon.
Shout out to Shaolin Monks and Paradox Development for creating a PS1 game, PS2 game that catered to the scene of Mortal Kombat. And think about the players. Yes, Mortal Kombat sells 5 million copies. That's the reason why they won in a tournament scene. So I'm so happy they're finally thinking about, okay, let's make this a serious game. Yeah, let's make it official. And we will carry you guys. America believes in Mortal Kombat. Obviously, 5 million sales, even when it's crappy, they still buying it.
Exactly. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like Marvel. Marvel, I have to say, even though it's Japan, it is the American fighting game. That's why we love it so much. Yes, it might be broken. Yes, I can touch you one combo and your whole team dies. But you know what? This is America's fighting game. Mortal Kombat, America's fighting game. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. And I'm happy that Ed Boon is finally thinking, hey, let's do it for the players.
Right.
It's because it's all about the players, man.
Yeah, hey, man, you see? Speaking with wisdom, man. Speaking with wisdom. And since you've been in this community or part of it for such a long time, you know, like I said, you're definitely considered an OG in this community. I'm sure you've seen so many new and younger players, you know, come in each year. It's just like an influx of gamers. Even with YouTube now, you have thousands of channels putting footage up. What is one piece of advice that, you know, you would like to say or share with the younger crowd that are coming in, like in terms of what they can do to structure themselves a little bit better, or, you know, to contribute to making this, the community be that, an actual community?
I would say all those players that are trying to get out there, have faith in your strategy and your ability. Learn how to meditate. Don't let the ego overcome you. Don't let the fear of another name overcome you. Think about your matchup and don't be intimidated. Meditation is definitely a way to calm the nerves, because tournament fear is one of the biggest problems that a lot of people have. They can play online all day, they can have their confidence, but when they come to these major events and it's like, oh my God, Justin Wong, I'm playing Justin Wong, oh my God, I'm just doing stupid stuff. No. Who cares about who you're playing? Think about what you need to do in that match and play your game. And if things gets too intense, because things do. Me, as a gamer for doing it so long, one of the best things I do during a match is when somebody is just overcoming everything I'm trying to do to keep them out. I will actually hold my breath, count to 10, and block for 10 straight seconds. To see exactly what is this opponent really doing me to rattle me so much. And I will guarantee you, in 10 seconds, you will realize that they're not doing nothing. And you can go right back into your game and get that win, get that W. Play to win, play smart. Don't think about the player. The player is just another person. This game is a mental battle as well as a technical battle. You can know your abilities and your character and you know your potential, but just because on paper it says, hey, this character has an advantage of this, you still gotta play the player. That player might not have the ability, or he might have a weakness, or he might have a pattern that you just, oh, he keeps doing the same thing. All right, I'm gonna wait. Here comes, boom, punish. Overall, now I got the momentum. Now he's razzled. How'd he get by that? And now you in there. Have faith in your ability and don't let names, you know what I'm saying, deviate you from your plan. Yes, don't let nothing beat you.
Wise words from a wise gamer, man. You know what, man, thank you so much for coming out here in Atlanta. You know, good to have you here. Whenever you're in the A, you know, make sure you get some chicken and waffles. Did you get that this weekend?
Yeah, I was at Waffle House. I'm about to go back right now because 24 hours, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey, man, it's been a pleasure, man. With the one and only legendary Jason Cole, it's your man David Gamma repping Syga City Gamers signing out. Peace and love.